5 things you must do to prepare yourself for the Michael Jackson biopic. I know we only have a few days left before it officially releases to the public, but I think these 5 things you could actually knock out in a day. The very first thing that you have to do and that you should have already done is make sure you watch or have watched the Jackson's American Dream miniseries. This came out in the 90s. It was produced by Jermaine Jackson, and although it has its flaws, I think that it definitely is a classic in terms of biopics. Next thing that you have to do is watch Spike Lee's documentary. It's The Journey from Motown to Off the Wall. This is probably my all-time favorite documentary in terms of Michael Jackson documentaries. Spike Lee did an amazing job. The way he conducted all the interviews, the information they provided, they really gave insight to, the Jackson 5's journey all the way up until CBS. The next thing that you should do is listen to these 4 albums: Destiny, Triumph, Off the Wall, and the Jackson's Live album. Why am I including the Jackson's Live album? That Jackson's Live album really showed how amazing these brothers were, even with Michael mixing in songs from Off the Wall. You can just feel the energy through the music. Michael just looked great, and vocally, I think he was really peaking at that time. And I know that's super early to say that he was peaking, but he just sounded great. And Destiny and Triumph were albums that the Jacksons got to write their own songs, and Destiny is just super duper important. The songs that he was writing, they were very personal, they were heartfelt, and they really kind of foreshadowed his career. Those 2 albums with Off the Wall mixed in between, it really just built up all of this pressure that became Thriller, and it was obviously the greatest album of all time. The next thing that you should do is go watch the Victory Tour footage on YouTube. In my personal opinion, Michael did his best performances ever on the Victory Tour. The very last thing I think you should do, and this is pretty specific, there is a podcast network called the MJ Cast. They do great stuff. They recently released a episode talking about Destiny. It was called the Destiny Roundtable. They really broke down that album and the years surrounding that era. And they did an outstanding job doing it. It really helps you understand, what Michael was writing about, the songs he was making, and why it's important that that era happened.